Hey guys, Multi-Bread here. Today we're going to be doing some valve seals on the 68442. Here we go. Alright, so far all I've done is just remove the spark plugs, the wires, both sides. This side actually got the valve cover off. I'm just going to do one side at a time. This side was the worst, so I just ended up taking this bracket off here. No big deal, a few bolts. And one thing I noticed, looked at all the plugs. This one here looks pretty carboned up. So I'm glad I picked this side first. The rest of them all look, you know, like they're burning okay. So yeah, we're gonna do this side first. And I'm just gonna take these bolts out. These are non-adjustable pedestals. So let's start taking these bolts out, and then we're just gonna use a rope, stuff it in the spark plug hole, jack the piston up until it touches it, and then take those keepers out and change the seals. Let's do it. All right, let's get them off there. Well, it would probably help if I had the right socket. Let's try this again. They're torqued so heavily. Well, we'll try to do one at a time, see how it goes. Before I get too excited and take all this out, because if I mess something up, there's no point taking the rest of those off right now. So, let's just do one. It's got that stank, that old engine smell. Like somebody never changed the oil. Just reeks. Just muck. I gotta replace a few of these pedestals, but yeah, it's been good since then. We'll see what happens here. All right, I'm just gonna take it all out in one unit. There we go. How easy that is. Easy access, baby. Ah, that reeks. Wish I had a way for you guys to smell this, because it smells, I don't know, I can't even explain the smell. It smells like oil and garbage swirled together. I mean, it's pretty nasty in there. You know, I think I've changed the oil 5 times since I've owned it, and it still hasn't cleaned it out. I mean, that is just disgusting. So, we got a lot of zinc in there, a lot of zinc in the oil, so hopefully it's just keeping her together. But, yeah, let's get that rope and pump up that piston. You guys ever get sick when it's nice outside? It sucks. You know, I don't even know if I'm sick. I'm just kind of, I got some allergies or something going on here, man. I mean, yeah, I'm feeling it. But it's beautiful outside. The sun's shining. I'm sitting in the garage. I'm looking at a beautiful thing. Would you like to see it? All right.
I'd like to see it.
Well, here it is. I'll show you. I mean, just look at her. She is a beauty. She needs a little help. And I'm trying. Just trying to get her to stop burning all that oil.
It's a task, right there.
So let's get her done. All right. So what we're gonna do here is we're going to stuff the spark plug hole with the rope. And hopefully it's enough rope. We're going to find out. It's kind of a weak rope, so I don't know if this is going to work or not. I'm going to try. I've never done this. But you guys have been doing it for a long time, so a lot longer than I've been doing anything. I've been alive, guys been doing this. So if they can do it, hopefully so can I. I don't know if this rope's gonna work. I had to get some different stuff. It's too flimsy. Anyway, that's what I'm trying to do, stuff the rope in there. So I'm just stuffing this wire in there. It's a little bit more easy to put in there. And hopefully it's gonna work. Otherwise I'll be taking the cylinder heads off. I don't want to do that. Well, I'm gonna try and crank the motor over. See if I can get it to stop. So I'm looking for a dead stop. And then it's pretty easy to spin because it's not as easy as I thought it would be, but it's getting stuck. You know, I might have to crank on it on the crank bolt. Yeah, because I can't get it to turn anymore. Alright. The belt slipping. Okay, so this is what I'm using. This thing here, it just clamps on there onto the spring. And then you just tighten this and it pushes down on it. So that's what I'm using. Get the keepers out. Well, look at what Den just pulled up in.
Oh.
What do you got to say for yourself, Den?
I was gonna say, what the hell is that?
What?
Smoke.
Oh yeah, when you revved it, I saw the smoke. And you revved it really hard?
Why is it so smoky?
It revved it up. Yeah, you already wrecked it.
This is super fun. Oh my god.
That's black rims.
This is
too,
the
are you
fastest
serious?
car I've ever driven in my entire life. It's like, it feels like it has about 500 horsepower.
Did you even check the oil?
No, I didn't care.
Well, look at the smoke, dude. It's burning oil. It's burning oil, Dan.
Yeah.
Smell it.
What's it, twin turbo?
Twin turbo V6.
Oh.
Slip under. See it. You gotta get the 3 line. Double air filter.
Must be connected to the air filter.
That thing is freaking loud, dude. That turbo is loud. Oh my god. Every way better than my Subaru.
Check the oil.
Every single way better than my Subaru.
Well, let's see how
Yeah, you see that?
you check the oil on this bad boy.
Take a
Huh?
look.
What are we doing here? Alright.
Is this one up here? Oh, up there.
You're watching the video of a
Like
video.
that until you get the oil. Right there.
That is, yeah.
And then
Push that in.
Yep.
And now I'm going to press in on the BC. So I'll press in. If you look closely, you can see that the clock's moving round in like 15-second intervals. And that can take up to 3.
Okay, so I got the tool on there. And I tightened it with this, clamp it on the spring. And these little keepers, here they are here. They're inside here, inside. They were in the valve, and they hold the retainer down, hold the spring down. So when you press, you can press the spring like this, and then the retainer sits. It's kind of hard to see. Sits right in there, and these little grooves on inside the keeper lock into the valve. So that's what holds the spring in. So we got that out. Yep. So now what we're after is this little rubber it's a little stubborn. I'm gonna have to figure out how to get this thing off. Valve's still a little bit loose in there. But this little seal here is what we're replacing. Let's see if I can get you in there. There we go. This bad boy right here is what we're replacing. These things, they get brittle and then they leak. Who knows how old it is? It could be original. I have no idea. But I got my wire in there and it seems to be working. The valve's a little bit loose, but that's okay as long as it doesn't fall in. So we're gonna try. I'm gonna figure out how to pull that sucker off and then put the new one on. All right. So what I was recommended to use is just a pair of pliers and grab onto it and try to work that sucker off. Not too bad. Just ripped it right off. That's all it is. This thing's really hard, crunchy. It's like hard plastic. So, let's see. Ain't nothing down there. I'll clean it up a little bit and put the new one on and reverse the process 16 times. Bring it up a little bit. Valve's got a little slop in it, but it is what it is. I'm about to replace the heads or do a valve job or guides. So I'll just do seals and hope for the best. Wanted to show you guys this this package here. See how thin it is? Look at that. There's valve seals in there, right in the middle. Isn't that funny? Look at that. Huh? Big old package. Look how thin that is. Probably save a lot of space rather than a box. So, anyway, looks like they send you something to send it back in. Don't fit. Anyway, this is what I'm using on the 455 Oldsmobile engine. If anybody's curious. So, all right, I greased her up just good. Got grease on everything, so it should be able to slide around there pretty good, I hope. Here it is here. Comes with a tool to push it on, so give it a shot. That baby's pretty tight. I don't know. I have to tap that sucker on there. Alright, I recommend just tapping really lightly. Not being overly aggressive, just tapping her until she stops moving. There, and it slips on. It feels like it's... I can't tell. Oh yeah, it's that valve. That's my problem. It's the valve. The valve is moving. So I gotta figure out how to get that stop moving. And there it is. I ended up using some of this nylon rope. And it worked a lot better because I was able to actually push it into the, push it in there without binding up too much and getting enough in there to get it tight so I could actually put the spring back on. But yeah, I'm gonna do all the rest of these, and that's all that's to it. It says you can put these valve seals halfway on the stem and they'll work their way down where they're supposed to be. So I'm going to take their word for it, and I'm going to move on. All right, there we go, guys. 25 foot-pounds on those rocker bolts. These two here. And there's no adjustment. They just 25 foot-pounds and you're good. These pedestals, they wear out after a while and you got to replace these. These are just aluminum. They wear out though. I had a few of them. There's one there that I replaced. You can hear them rattling around in there, and then you know. And as soon as you open up the valve cover, you can see the rockers will be we can move them around easy. But right now they're all, I mean, these are all pretty good. So I still got to do the rest of them. So I got that set, that set, that set, and then the whole other side. And also I was going to show you something that I didn't see right away. There is an intake side and an exhaust side. So be aware of that when you buy valve seals. I did not know that. So, and I measured them and they measure different. The heights are different. So I don't really know what's up with that, but I'm just gonna do what they want me to do and hopefully it works. So that's gonna do it for this video. Thanks for watching. I'll talk to you later. I hope you guys dug this little episode. It's short, you know, and just something that I gotta do. I've never done before, and I hope you liked it. Make sure to hit that like, subscribe button. We'll talk to you soon. Later.